Today we're going to make a Mexican lasagna. So let's go through and see what we need. First is Trader Joe's corn wheat tortillas. I like this brand particularly because they're soft. They have a little bit more flavor than a regular corn tortilla, but if you don't have a Trader Joe's near you, you can certainly substitute corn tortillas and they work just as well. 2 jars of salsa. You can use any kind of salsa. I particularly like the fire roasted tomato salsa, which has no salt added. You really need to look at the ingredients because a lot of these salsa contain a tremendous amount of sodium. Trader Joe's corn and chili salsa. This is a great tomatoless salsa, and if you're not so fortunate to have a Trader Joe's near you, you can substitute this for a bag of frozen corn and mix a little salsa in with that. 2 cans of beans. I particularly like the Eden organic beans, especially because they have a variety that has no salt added. If you don't have these available, please check the ingredients because a lot of these canned products have very high amounts of sodium. You'll need a glass dish. This is like a 9x13. I have a glass covered lid as well. If you don't have one, you can use some parchment paper to line the top and then cover it with aluminum foil. You'll also need a potato masher, and if you don't have one, you can certainly use a fork to mash up the beans. So before we begin, let me introduce you to the Foodie Tower. I get my leafy greens from this. This is called the Foodie Tower, and it is amazing because I can grow up to 39 plants all year round. Right now I have some leafy greens like Swiss chard, kale, cilantro, dill, all these things growing, and I can walk over and pick some and then go over and use it in cooking. To begin, we're going to take some salsa and we're going to put it on the bottom of the pan. And I'm going to take some corn tortillas. I'm going to make that my first layer. And then I'm going to add my beans. I took 2 cans of beans, mashed them up. This is a masher. I'll call it a potato masher. You could also use a fork if you don't have one of these, but I used that to mash up my beans. And I mixed it with about a half a jar of salsa to make it a spreadable consistency. Then I'm going to add another layer of tortillas. Now I'm going to add some leafy greens. I use fresh ones, but you could also use some frozen spinach or frozen leafy greens. We definitely want to try and increase as much leafy greens in our diet as possible. Then I'm going to take a corn and chili salsa. It's a tomatoless salsa. If you don't have this available, you can use a can of corn and add some salsa to it. And now I'm going to add another layer of tortillas. And I'll add another layer of salsa. That gives it the moisture to cook. And then I will cover this and bake at 350 for about a half an hour. After it's completely cooled down, I will cut it up and then put it into containers. And that's lunch for the week. It's probably one of my husband's absolute favorite dishes. I hope you enjoy.